Hello, welcome to my channel UCtalks. Well, thank you so much for all the love, all the comments on my first video on YouTube. If you're on my channel for the first time, I'll keep my first video here to understand about who I am, why am I doing this, and what is my profile. And coming to today's video, a lot of you have been messaging me and asking me in comments about my actual CAT preparation phase and actual post CAT journey till the IIM Bangalore admit. So it's a long process, obviously. I can't put everything in just one video, but I decided to do it in different parts, explaining each of the step very clearly to all of you. So I wanted to break down that entire journey into three major parts. One that includes all the administrative work in a way. How and where do you apply for the exam? What all documents you need? In what timeline do you need? After CAT, what is expected from you? All these things are more of administrative in nature than actually working or strategizing for something like you do in the preparation phase. Second part, I guess, is the one you all want and you all are asking me in the comments and in my DMs. So it would be about my actual CAT preparation, or how you can prepare, what resources you need, how do you strategize for each of the sections. The third one and the last one would be a GDPI phase. After your CAT exam, you'll have to give personal interviews, you'll have to submit different applications for each of the IIMs along with SOPs, written ability tests, GD rounds, etc. So all of that will be covering in the phase 3 videos. Okay. I think you're all clear about the process and the phases. We are going to discuss each of these things. Today in this video, I actually want to cover the not so interesting stuff and the important stuff. If you want to do an MBA from one of the top big schools in the country, you'll soon realize that they all take admissions through a common admission test called CAT. Let's check the basics first. Where do you apply and when? There is a common website for CAT registration specially called iim.cat.in. As the exam happens every year, the website also refreshes every year. So this year the website will say CAT 2025. When I was giving, it was CAT 2021. But the website URL I'll attach in the description. I'll also display it here. When does the window open? Usually CAT is conducted, actually the exam date is November last Sunday every year. So before November, I think mostly in August, and then I think stays for like a month or so. In this window, you'll have to register on the website and fill your application, submit the form. If you're thinking about preparing after you apply for the exam, the duration of preparation would be very short if you're not very confident. There are still people who prepare just for a month and crack it and go to top big schools. But if you're a normal average student, you would at least want to prepare for, let's say, 10 months. So you have to start in January or February that year to give CAT exam in November, even though you're going to apply and register for the exam in August of that year. So please make sure you have this timeline in your mind when you're starting your preparation. Now, quickly, I'll cover all the things you need to actually apply. Like I said, the website is refreshed every year. So every year you have to register as a new user first. If you have any doubts regarding number of attempts that are allowed for a candidate, it's infinite attempts as of now. It's not like UPSC, like 6 attempts in your lifetime, etc. You can write CAT at any point of your life, any number of times. But every year you should register as a new user. It will ask you basic details like your name, date of birth, mobile number, and email for verification. Your name should be as per your government records like your 10th certificate or any official documents. And your date of birth should be accurate. Most of the students or most of the working professionals who write CAT have this tendency to give their work email or their student email in different websites. Please don't do that. In case you graduate before that or you leave your particular workplace before the March or April window till you get the actual admission, all the communication to you regarding your interview slots, interview calls, any update in your application will be sent to your email. So make sure you're giving a personal email or create one email for your CAT application. None of the details you give for your registration, like user registration, can be edited. So please make sure you're not in a rush while creating your user. Once you have the user ready, you'll have to go to the CAT application and click on apply for CAT 2025, or the button's name would be different, but it will be very easy to figure out on the website. In the application, there are different sections. like your personal details, your academic details, 10th, 12th at one place, and then your graduation, post graduation details, and your work experience details are also covered in the same application. And in the end, you'll have to click on the programs you want to apply for, that I'll talk about in detail at that stage. So first of all, you have to fill all your personal details. Important things you need to keep ready depending on your profile are passport picture, which is taken not more than 6 months ago with white background. Second, you should have your signature professionally done. It should be same across the applications, on how many applications ever you fill. Now, depending on your profile, like if you are a general candidate with no, without any reservations, like financial, EWS category, or anything of that sort, you won't need any documents. These two are enough, and you'll have to fill your form as usual. But if you fall under any reservation category or caste, you will have to submit a proof for that, and your caste should be in a list of centrally accepted caste lists. So make sure you check the link in the description I've given. If you're having any kind of reservations, I know you will have a caste certificate of your own, but there is a fixed format in which CAT needs your NC-OBC certificate or OBC certificate, which is already mentioned on the website in the certificate section on the homepage. You will see all the templates for all the certificates that you may need to upload. Please download those documents. In especially able, if you need assistance with scribe or any other device that helps you write the exam on the day, you'll have to submit your request for the same in the templates that are provided in the section, and they'll get back with the decision before the exam window. If you are a final year student still in undergraduation, you also need to have a bona fide certificate from your college stating that you're studying there. You also need to upload a provisional certificate from your college which is mentioning your CGPA till the exam date. While filling the application, please make sure you do not make any spelling mistakes. Also, in the academic section, especially, a lot of you might be from different boards like SSC, ICSE, and CBSE. So, you will have to maintain your grading system accordingly while filling the percentages, because CAT only accepts percentages, not CGPA. Even in your graduation, if your college only gives you CGPA, there should be a conversion factor approved from the college or the university you are studying in. So my college, the conversion factor was 10. So I simply multiplied my CGPA into 10 and I've given that as a percentage. Coming to your professional work experience section, please note that only work experience after college is considered. If you have done any internships, if you have worked part-time during your college, that is not counted as work experience at all in CAT, and your work experience is only considered till July of the exam year. Let's say you've given CAT 2025 in November, your work experience is counted in months only till July 2025. So please make sure you're entering it right there. Now comes the program selection section. This section might feel lengthy, but this is the single most important section in your CAT application, because here you select the programs you want to be considered for. So there are like good number of programs. So if you're selecting every program, you'll have to select two interview choices for all the programs. It's a good sign of patience which is actually required throughout your CAT preparation. So please do it. If you don't know, CAT actually happens in two phases. One is a written exam phase. The second stage is post exam. If you do well in CAT exam, call you for an in-person interview in a nearby cities, like they have 6 to 7 cities in which the interviews are conducted nationwide. Make sure you're choosing a location which is easy to travel for you. Why I'm saying this very particularly, I've heard people that if you want to get selected in IIM Ahmedabad, select your city of preference, Ahmedabad. All that matters is your candidature and the way you've presented yourself in the interview. So please don't fall for this. Please make sure you're comfortable, you are able to travel to all the interviews without getting burnout, and travel to all these interview locations has to be borne by the students. Now once you select all the programs you want to be considered for, you have to select your exam center. So many people, like there's a good chunk of people who want to go back to their hometown, so they choose their exam center as their hometown. Once you select the first three preferences for your exam center, you'll have to preview your form entirely. Make sure there's no spelling mistake. If there's any, you can go back and edit, and submit your application. So before CAT, the only hard work related to administrative phase you have to do is filling this application with utmost care and also making sure all the certificates or proofs you are submitting regarding your profile, your caste, your income are legit and are in approved format of CAT templates. So we'll discuss lot more things in coming videos, and I'm really sorry I couldn't upload this video earlier. Life happens. I hope you like this and it was informational for you. Even if it's koncham too much information for some of you maybe. Please make sure you like, share and subscribe to my channel and keep watching UC Talks. Bye.